Hello.
Yeah?
Just remember, because we're shouting so much, it really gets picked up. It's not a case of just put it down there and talk quietly, because we still have to shout.
We see you already.
We live?
Going alive?
Let's ride in the sky.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, how long is there till they go out?
1 minute.
I'll go live, but don't need to talk. Okay?
Hello and welcome to this week's EFRA European Championship event. We're here in Valencia, in Spain, for what you can see out on track quite clearly, the large-scale touring car European Championships. This is round 2 of qualifying, just about to get underway. Now, similar to if you're watching last week with the electric off-road Euros, the heats are reshuffled every round. So this round, we're going to keep kicking off with heat number 4, then work our way up through to heat 10, and then finish off with 1, 2, and 3 for the day. Now, we've got about 100 drivers here at the European Championships, and as usual, drivers from all across Europe, from many different countries, here to compete for the title of 2012 European champion in the large scale touring car class. Local time here in Spain is just after 3:30, and we've just got this one more round of qualifying to complete today. This is the second round of qualifying. Tomorrow we'll then have 2 more rounds of qualifying, and then we'll move into the lower finals tomorrow, so Friday afternoon, and then have the main finals running here on Saturday. So make sure you stay tuned to EFRA.ws and rcracing.tv throughout the whole week. As well, of course, as the live stream will have all the usual features, interviews, race reports, all the stuff you're used to seeing here on the EFRA European Championship coverage. But up here, it is, I'm standing at the end of the driver's rostrum, standing right next to where the camera is this week. And it's very, very hot here in Spain. 36 degrees was the temperature before I came up here into the commentary box. And no air conditioning again this week for us up here in the box, but it's nicely exposed to elements. We've got a nice wind blowing through, keeping it nice and cool at the moment, but very, very hot out on track. No doubt that's affecting the tyres and the cooling of the cars. And perhaps later on this weekend we'll have a look at how some of the cars are being affected by these heats. As I was walking around the pit earlier today, we saw lots of drivers cutting more and more cooling holes into their body shells, trying to get as much cool air in to cool the tyres, to cool the motors, to cool the brakes on the cars. These qualifying heats 10 minutes long, and they're rolling starts to heat. So we are underway with qualifying group number 4 from round 2. And we'll give the drivers a few laps just to get themselves bedded in, and they have a couple of minutes warm up, and then they go straight into qualifying. They don't call them back to the pits or anything, or stop after the warm up. So useful part of that warm up time is getting some space on the track to make sure that all the drivers got themselves spaced out. But here we are into group 4, as I say, of qualifying. So once we have a few laps in, we're looking at 4 laps into this 10-minute heat now. And it's the number 7 car, Marco, out in front. Followed by the number 4 car of Kenny McCann, running in second place. So Marco out in front. Driver from Croatia, driving the number 7 machine. Number 7 car is the white and orange car, going through the S's on the left-hand side, round the left-hand hairpin and back in front of the tricky chicane, right here in front of the camera and in front of the driver stand as well. So Marco leading this heat number 4 at the moment. 4 car of Kenny still running in second. We are at 1/4 distance in this heat number 4 of qualifying. So the number 7 car continues to lead the field. Marco out in front. Slides the car as he comes onto the back straight that time, but gets it straightened up nicely and puts the power down to go down the straight. Through the S's and back out. Front of the driver makes a big mistake coming out the left-hand hairpin though. Really losing the rear end traction in the car at the moment, looks like. Only 3 minutes into this heat now. So it's unlike the tyres are overheating, but drivers got 4 chances to qualify. Find out, I'm not sure when the track's going to be at its fastest. It's been very hot all day. So whether it gets faster or slower as the day goes on, we don't really know at the moment. But it's a 7 car and Marco leading this one still. We've got about 6 minutes left, 4 minutes down, 6 to go. Marco out in front.
Germany, team manager from Germany, please came to the race control. Team manager from Germany.
And we're about halfway through this heat 4 qualifying. Number 7 car, Marco, continuing to lead this heat at the moment, followed by the 4 of Kenny. Marco coming round in front of me now. Back onto the right-hand infield section, through the last long corner onto the back straight. Off the end of the straight, goes through the big carousel and onto the infield. Through the S's, clipping the grass there, out of the last corner and back in front of the driver's stand once again. He's come up on some slower traffic now, making his way through that nicely. Putting that down the back straight away one more time. We've got just about 4 minutes left in this qualifying heat. Group 4, round number 2 of qualifying. Here, 2012 large-scale touring car European Championships from Valencia in Spain. You're watching this live at EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv. As the week goes on, or the weekend goes on, you can find out all of the all the news, all our videos right here. We've got the full complement of staff here once again to bring you the coverage this weekend. But we've got about 3 minutes left in this group number 4 qualifying. 7 car of Marco still leads this field. The orange and white car just coming off the big carousel at the end of the straight. Going round past the start-finish stripe now as he gets very sideways crossing the grass. And round in front of the driver's stand. The number 7 car, Marco, leading this heat. Onto this second infield section he goes. We've got under 3 minutes left in this qualifying. Group number 4. Round 2 of qualifying. So we're approaching the final minutes of this heat. Marco leading this one, followed by the 4 of Kenny, still running in second spot. So that 7 car round in front, onto the second infield portion of the track. Around the last corner he goes, and down the back straightaway. Number 7 car still leading the seat as he has from the very first lap. Nice one here from Marco from Croatia. Big contingent of Croatian drivers here. As we're into the final minute of this qualifying heat. Number 4 car of Kenny is still running in second. Just about 30 seconds to go. Marco negotiating some slower traffic there, nicely going through the infield section. That's Kenny is going around just to put a lap on. So he's a lap clear of this whole heat. I mean, the last few seconds now. Bit of slower traffic there in front of him. But they're going to move over nicely, come around that last corner and onto the back straight away. That's the 10 car running in third place. Marco probably onto his last few laps now.
30 seconds to drive.
He goes out onto the back straight one more time. It's a long, long straight here in Valencia, giving the cars a chance to stretch their legs. Get the motors really unwound. So on to the last few laps of drivers now. As they're going to cross the line, they're going to finish the races. So it's going to be the last lap for number 7 car, Marco, down the back straight. On this first infield section he goes, out of the last corners, across the finish line there. And he puts in a 27 lap run. It's a very good run there for Marco, 27 laps.
Finished 4.
So Marco from Croatia taking the win in this heat. And it was the 1 car of Wayne finishing in second place, another British driver finishing second. So drivers for heat number 5 bringing their cars out now. This is going to be heat 5, qualifying round number 2. Cars for heat number 5 lining up in the pit lane now. Waiting for permission to leave to bring in their warm-up session. So the cars roll out onto track for their first few warm-up laps. They get 3 minutes of warm-up and then a 10-minute qualifying heat. So crucial for these cars to try and find themselves some space as well. So down to 2 minutes before the actual timing starts for this qualifying heat number 5. Lap times here, 26-27 seconds for the fast guys. But to bring you up to speed on where we're sitting after 1 round of qualifying, I'll turn my attention to the timing screens right here in our commentary box. Let me just load up the overall qualifying standings and have a look at those. We've had obviously just 1 heat has had their second round of qualifying. And we'll see how that's affected it. And that run from Marco puts him in 15th place overall at the moment. His time was a 27 lap run in 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Current fastest time, Mathieu Bret from France, 27, 10 minutes and 5. Matched by another French driver, Gilles Salon, current world champion, and 3rd place defending European champion, Martin Bayer, with a 27 lap run in 10.06. So that was after 1 round of qualifying, of course. We'll see how it shapes up after this second round. Second round going to take up until about 5:30, 6 o'clock this evening here in Valencia. And we'll be covering it as much as we can here at EFRA.ws.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The rest of the team are already out at work getting ready for our intro video and welcome to Valencia, so you can have a look around the track and the pits. We'll have a chat to hopefully some drivers as well in that. The moment here on the live stream, we'll see attention focused on track for these qualifying heats. They're off and running for this qualifying heat number 5. Their second chance out of 4 to get a time in. We're just over a minute in to this heat 5 now. So as the drivers get to about 2 minutes into this qualifying heat, about 3 laps on the board, and it's the number 3 car who is going to be leading this heat. Robert Perrigot from France, out in front in this heat number 5 at this early stage. Robert is the yellow and black car, going around the last corner now and out onto the back straight. Out in front in this qualifying heat number 5. So, just over 1/4 distance here in heat number 5. Drivers looking to put in 7 laps on the board. And it now looks like we've got the number 2 car taking over the lead in this one. So number 2 car leading the heat now. Eric from Belgium out in front. The white, orange and black car coming out of the final corner onto the main straight again. So the number 2 of Eric leading this heat. You're watching heat number 5, round 2 qualifying here from Valencia in Spain. The 2012 large-scale touring car EFRA European Championships. Thank you very much if you're watching along. Don't forget, if you want to get in contact with us, you can do. You can tweet me at RC Racing Ollie, or you can comment on the live stream. And loads of people doing that last week in Austria. So thank you to everyone who took part then, and we look forward to having, hopefully, even more of you joining us here this week for this large-scale event. focus at the moment is on the qualifying rounds. We are just over halfway through of this heat number 5. Round 2 qualifying. You're watching this live at EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv. Welcome along. Glad to have you watching with us. And if you have got anything you want to say, send me a tweet at rcracingollie, and hopefully a bit later on we'll read some of those out. And we're down to under 4 minutes remaining in this qualifying heat. The race leader is now going to be the... it's changing every time I look up at the scoreboard here. But it's still going to be the number 3 car now. Robert Perrigo takes back the lead. The number 4 car, Stefan, running in second. As we have got 3 minutes left in this heat, 3 minutes left. So the number 3 car of Robert retaking the lead in this heat, the yellow and black car. Just passes my commentary position now, goes onto the right-hand infield section and out this last long corner. Down the back straight, which leads straight into this long carousel. Down to the second of the infield section, through the S's, across the timing line, back in front of the drive stand through this very tight chicane. Making full use of the curbs there. Once again down the back straight and onto the infield he goes. Under 2 minutes left in this race, under 2 minutes. So about 1.5 minutes left. Heat 5, round 2 of qualifying. And we're into the final minute of this heat now. And it's going to be the number 4 car who leads this heat. Stefan taking over the lead. These late stage of the race, probably about 30 seconds or so left. In this heat number 5, round 2 of qualifying. At the large scale touring car European Championships 2012 here in Spain. So it's on to the last couple of laps for these drivers now, last few laps.
30 seconds to drive.
So let's see how they end up finishing in this heat. Number 5. Guys, they're finishing their last laps now.
Finish 5. Finish 3. Finish 9. Finish 1. Finish 4. Finish 10.
And it looks like it's going to be a win for the number 3 car in this race.
8.
So win for the 3 car of Robert there. So that was group number 5 of qualifying. Group 6 is going to be up next.
Very hot today. It's about 34 degrees.
Track is open for group number 6.
So group number 6 coming out on track now for their round number 2 of qualifying. Something like 34 degrees temperature here. Super, super hot. As we said earlier, the engines and the tyres starting to struggle with the heat. Seen lots and lots of blistered tyres. So drivers out here for their warm-up laps. For this group number 6. We shall see how this one plays out. So 1 minute before we start, group number 6 qualifying. Looks like most drivers out there are giving themselves some space out on track. They've got a feel for their car at the moment.
Seconds to start.
So here we go then with group number 6 of qualifying round 2. Here at the 2012 large scale touring car European Championships. And don't forget, if you missed any of the action from last week, we're in Austria in similarly high temperatures, I think. Maybe not quite as high, but still into the well into the 30s. If you miss any of that action, you can catch up with all of that at rcracing.tv, EFRA.ws, on our YouTube channel, and also on YouTube you can find a whole set of archived footage from the live stream from every single day we're broadcasting live. So 8 hours a day, if you want to go and listen back and watch back that. Of course, all the A finals in full, with full uninterrupted commentary, all for free on our YouTube channel, and all our usual videos at EFRA.ws and rcracing.tv. But that was last week, and this is this week. This is Valencia in Spain. Large scale touring car Euros. Group 6 out qualifying now, about 1 minute into this group number 6. So as we get the first few laps here on the board in Group 6. It's the number 5 car out in front, Olivier. So the 5 car leading this heat at the moment. So that's the white car with the orange trim and orange bonnet. It goes around the last corner now and onto the back straight. So the 5 car with Olivier leading this heat, number 6, round 2 of qualifying. We are at 1/4 distance in Group 6. As now it's going to be the number 1 car, Tom from Germany, taking over the lead in this qualifying heat. So Group 6, and it's now the 5 car. Olivier moves back to the top of the timesheets as we approach the half distance marker in this qualifying heat. These drivers' second and final chance to get qualified today, and they'll have 2 more chances to qualify tomorrow. Obviously the aim is to be as high up that qualifying list as possible to reduce the number of sub-finals they need to run. But as we head towards the end of qualifying tomorrow, we'll start the lower finals tomorrow afternoon. And all the main finals, the upper finals, will be on Saturday. And we are aiming for the main final to kick off at about 3:30 Saturday afternoon. So it's still the 5 car of Olivier out in front, as we are past half distance now. Clear blue skies here in Valencia. Four minutes left in this qualifying heat. Heat number 6. Round 2 of qualifying. Well, it's still going to be the 5 car leading this one. So the 5 car of Olivier. French driver out in front. It's going to be the number 6. Another French driver, Florian, running in second. And third place going to be car 7. Another French driver, Max Entz, running in third. So under 3 minutes left in this heat number 7. Sorry, heat number 6. Round 2 of qualifying. And we're into 2 minutes left in this qualifying heat. So I've now got access to Twitter up here in the commentary box, so if you want to send me a tweet, at RC Racing Ollie, or use the hashtag EFRA, and we'll read some of those out in a bit. And you send some messages in. Also, don't forget, let us know what you want to see from this weekend's action here in Valencia. Is there a driver you want us to talk to? Is there something we should know about? Have you spotted something in the pits? Maybe at your last national before the guys came off here for their for the European Championships. If there is, let us know. And I'll send the other guys off around the pits to hunt it out. And we'll get it featured later for one of our clips. So as we come into the final few seconds of this qualifying heat, it is the 5 car still leading this one. Olivier still out in front, followed by his countrymen Florian and Max Entz running second and third. 5, 6, 7 is the running order with, well, probably about 1 lap left for these drivers, about 1 lap to go. that is heat number 6 coming to an end.
Finished 3. Finished 7. Finished 9.
So that there was heat number 6. Heat 7 out next. So they're qualifying run number 2. Mechanics carrying the cars down the pit lane. Get ready for heat number 7 here.
Minutes to start.
Track is open for route number 7.
Up, so does the talent. So heat number 7 out on track now. Heat 7, their last couple of warm-up laps before the start of their qualifying round number 2. So last few seconds of warm up here, and then we will get underway with the qualifying timing. This is Group 7 out on track.
Seconds to start.
So here we go then with qualifying.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This Group 7 underway. Their qualifying round number 2. Well, let them get out there and run a few timed laps and see how it's going to start shaking up. Behind this one we have got the number 1 car, David Perez. Was the win of the warm-up race here a few years ago. Young Spanish driver, seen him featured certainly last year when Matt did a feature on young drivers from last year's large-scale touring car Euros. David was certainly picked as one to watch then, and Well, he won the warm-up race, I said. So we'll see what he can do in this European Championships proper. As we stood after the first round qualifying, let's sort of have a look and see where he stood then. And David was looking at a 13th place spot after round 1 of qualifying. We'll see how the rest of this goes, but the best time from round 2 so far is held by Marco from that number 4 heat with a 27 lap run in 20 seconds. And still the overall best time, Mathieu, 10 minutes and 5 seconds for a 27 lap run. So we're out here for heat number 7, round 2 of qualifying. The 2012 large-scale touring car European Championships. And it is David Perez in the number 1 car who is leading this qualifying heat. The white and orange car just come round in front of the driver's chicane now, into the bottom hairpin, and then back onto the second infield section goes that number 1 car, leading this heat round the last corner down the back straightaway. The white and orange number 1, the young Spanish driver David out in front. This is a good run going on here for David already. And he's looking at a good 27 lap run. Going a little bit quicker than he did earlier on at the moment, but obviously we've got a long time left in this qualifying heat. We're only about 1. You're watching live streaming from Valencia in Spain, EFRA.ws, rcracing.tv. This is round 2 of qualifying at 2012 large-scale touring car world championships. The car you're watching on the screen at the moment is the number 1, David Perez, winner of this event's warm-up race a few months ago, and he is out in front in this group number 7. Round 2 of qualifying. The drivers with 2 chances to qualify today and 2 more chances tomorrow. I want to say hello to RC Devil from Greece for watching us and sending some tweeting. Hello to you guys. We loved your photos from last weekend at the electric buggy event. So some great coverage from those guys. If you want to see a whole set of photos from the electric buggy, then that will be the guys to go and look at. As we get a car clampering into the pit lane barrier down just in front of our commentary box here, bending that metal bar quite significantly. That looked like it was the number 9 car. Who made that mistake, hitting the pit lane. Ambrosio from Italy, going down to 10th place at the moment, and unfortunately mistakes like that's not going to help get them up the field at all. But heat number 7, round 2 of qualifying here from Valencia in Spain. (34 degrees track temperature). And we are past half distance here in this heat. That number 1 car of David going down the back straight now is still the heat leader. We've got a few cars really close there on track. But the race leader coming through the chicane in front of us now. That number 1 car is the race leader. We've got about 4 minutes left in this qualifying group number 7. Let's bring it up to speed with the field at the moment in this heat. Daniel Meyer running in 2nd. Marco in 3rd. Michael is 4th. Sven is 5th. Renato 6th. Patrick 7th. And Carlo in 8th. And Ambrosio running in the 10th spot at the moment. But it's David Perez out in front at the moment. This number 1 car leading the field by, well, 4 or 5 seconds at the moment, as we have about 3 minutes left on the main race clock. Spanish driver is out in front. Leading this heat number 7, round 2 of qualifying. The number 1 car. Through the S's. Across the timing line he goes and back up in front of the driver chicane now.
3 minutes to go.
We've got just over 2 minutes left in this heat number 7. And the 1 car of David continues to lead the heat. Here, Valencia in Spain, 2012, large-scale touring car European Championships, live at EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv. David has found himself a lot of clear track. No one else nearby him at the moment, as he is out on track and looking for a win in this heat number 7, round 2. He's still on a good 27 lap pace. As the tyres start to heat up a bit. We're into the final minute or so of this race. So last few laps for drivers ticking away now. So 3 laps left for our leading car, car number 1. Onto the back straightaway for the 25th time. Through the carousel, left hand hairpin through the S as he goes, across the timing line and back once again through this tricky chicane. A lap and a half left for our race leader. And he comes off the carousel, through the S's and back across the line one more time onto his final lap. So the last lap here for David, number 1 car, going to win this heat. A 27 lap run we got going on here.
Finish 5. Finish 4.
So the 1 car of David
Finish
comes
5.
out to win this heat.
Finish 6. Finish 2. Finish 1.
The 4 of Marco finishes 2nd, and the 5 of Daniel
8.
finishing in 3rd. So
Finish 9.
that is heat number 7, round 2 of qualifying, and it was David Perez taking the win. The youngster from Spain getting it done here in Valencia. Heat number 8. out on track next. Heat 8 is out next. So just getting the cars lined up in the pit lane for heat number 8. So we have their round 2 of qualifying. So the track opens for heat number 8. And David Perez, winner of the last heat, just misses out on bettering his time from round 1. So a 27 lap run in 10 minutes and 18 seconds was his time. As we move on here to heat number 8. So in this heat number 8 we do have the Croatian driver and a friend of RC Racing TV, Dario Vaselli. Well, I had a quick word with Dario just during the lunch break and asked him what he thought of the track, and he said it was only after his 4th day of practice he really realised how to drive some parts of it. So we'll see how that plays out as we go through to this heat of qualifying now. This is the warm-up laps for heat number 8.
1 minute to start.
So we're just a few seconds away from starting the time for heat number 8. So last heat of the day is due to start at about 5:45.
8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So group number 8 officially off and running here in Valencia for 2012 large scale touring car Euros. Live at EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv. Heat 8. Round number 2 of qualifying. Gianmarco in the number 4 car, the early leader in this heat, followed by Dario in the 3 and Patrick in the 9. So we are already over 1 minute down into this heat number 8. Round 2 of qualifying. And it's number 4 car, Gianmarco, who's leading this heat. That's the fluorescent yellow and orange white car on the back straightaway now. So number 4 car leads this heat. We're at 1/4 distance. It's the 4 out in front, followed by the 3 of Dario. As Dario in the number 3 car takes over the lead. Goes down the back straightaway with the white nose, the orange tail. Going through the hairpin in the middle of the track now, and back through the S's to cross the timing line one more time. So that number 3 car, Dario, now taking on the lead in this heat. So we're approaching half distance here in heat number 8. Round 2 of qualifying. And we can feel up here in our commentary box the wind really starting to pick up at the track. Not sure how or if that will affect the cars. So we're over halfway through this heat number 8 qualifying now. And Dario Vaselli takes over the lead. Number 3 car with a good lead now. Leading by 4 seconds. Patrick Follman running in second. As no, we've had a change for second place. It's Jorge moving up into second place in the number 2 car. But no doubt about the leader, Dario out in front. The Croatian driver leading this heat as he manoeuvres his car around the last corner down the back straight one more time. The number 3 car is the heat leader. as we have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in this heat number 8, round 2 of qualifying. Into the final quarter of the race.
3 minutes to drive.
And Dario still leading this heat. He flashes past that commentary box here, back onto the right-hand infield section. Out of that last long corner onto the back straight. Through the carousel he goes. Number 3 car, the heat leader in this heat number 8. Michael Weiser moves up to second, Jorge dropping down to third. So Vasily leads this heat, Weiser in second. Jorge Teleta running in the third spot still. As we have 1 minute remaining in this qualifying heat. Dario coming back past our commentary box now. Onto the infield section on the right hand side of the track he goes, down onto the back straight one more time. Just a few laps left here in heat 8. So heat 9 is up next. With Dario well on track to his heat number 8. So that number 3 car of Dario is out in front as the drivers are on their final lap.
Finished 5. Finished 1. Finished 2.
So win there for Dario in the number 3 car. Second was Michael Weiser in the 1. And Jorge was third. So good time there from Dario. We're going to give the computer just a bit of time just to reset and take that into account, and we'll see how it stacks up in just a few minutes' time. As heat number 9 comes out on track now. So heat 9 bring their cars into the pit lane, getting ready for their qualifying heat number 2. So heat number 9. Queued up in the pit lane and they're released out onto the track. So Group 9 on their warm-up laps.
Two minutes to start.
So we're about 1.5 minutes before the start of this group number 9 for their second qualifying heat. So 1 minute before we start, Group 9. Group number 9 about to get underway here. This is Group 9 of qualifying at the moment. So in heat number Okay, so this is Group 9. We're about a quarter distance in. And the heat leader at the moment is Guido in the number 4 car, followed by Marcus Feldman in the 5. So Marcus, the 5 car, going down the back straight. And then through the S as he goes. So the 5 car riding in the 2nd spot at the moment. It's the 4 car, it's the race leader, the all-white car. Going round the hairpin now, that is the race leader. Guido Ruster from Germany. Marcus Feldman running 2nd. Joseph running 3rd. So it's 4, 5 and 9 leading this heat at the moment. 4, 5, 7 and 9 leading the heat. So the 4 car, the race leader, but number 5 running in 2nd place, Marcus Feldman, comes off the carousel. This is heat 9, round 2 of qualifying. And the 4 car still leads the heat, followed by the 5 and 9. So we're on board here with the number 5 car, Marcus Feldman, running the 2nd spot at the moment, with about 4 minutes left in this heat. You're watching this coverage of the 2012 large-scale Touring Car European Championships on EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv as Marcus gets caught up by a back marker there. Cost him some time, so number 4 car of Guido is going to extend his lead at the moment in this qualifying Heat 9, round 2. Car number 4 is the leader. We've got 3 minutes left as C2 gets almost caught out by a back marker there.
Minutes to go.
So last quarter of the race now, 1 quarter distance left. 2 minutes remaining in this heat 9. Round 2 of qualifying. Guido is leading this heat still in that white number 4 car. On for a very quick 27 lap run at the moment. 27 laps in 5 seconds is his predicted time. As we have just under 2 minutes left on the main scoreboard. 2 minutes remaining. One minute left. 1 minute left in this group 9. Round 2. Last 30 seconds. 4, 5, 7. Still the running order at the front.
10 seconds to drive.
White car Guido still leads this qualifying heat. And drivers are on to their last laps now, as the two leaders have completed their run. 27 lap run there for Guido, 27 in 5, a 27 in 6 for Marcus Feldman. And we'll see how everyone else is going to shake out in a minute. It looks like it's going to be Cedric Privot finishing 3rd with a 27 in 11. Followed by Jeffrey, 27 in 12. So Guido taking the 27 lap run, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. Heat number 10 is up next, heat 10. So driver seeded fastest after the practice rounds the last few days. So drivers are getting ready for heat number 10. Round 2 of qualifying. And the light goes green at the end of the pit lane. So the drivers bring their cars out on their warm-up laps. So we get ready here for group number 10. Round 2 of qualifying here in Valencia in Spain. So group number 10 have about 1 minute until the start. And I can already see Martin Lissau walking off the driver's stand. He's obviously not happy with his car and not going to be taking the start in this heat. So we're on board here with the 8 car, Jelaine, the current world champion. Won the title in France last summer. We'll be hoping to add a European title to that list as well later on this week. So this number 8 car will be the first to complete an official time. It gets very sideways, it comes through the driver chicane. So we'll get them one lap just to get an idea of the who's quick and who's not in this heat. So we're watching Martin Bayer there, car number 5. Out in this heat number 10, round 2 of qualifying. But the heat leader will be Andrea in the number 3 car. Andrea Castellani in the number 3 car. The early leader in this heat, the fluorescent yellow and blue car, just coming flashing past their commentary box, back onto the right-hand infield section, and out onto the back straight. So number 3 car at the end of the back straight now leads this heat. So this is heat number 10. And it's Mathieu Brer in the number 2 car now taking over the lead. Was the pole sitter from the first round of qualifying. So that bright yellow and blue car goes through the last corner and onto the back straight now. So the 2 car, the current TQ holder, leads this heat here in Valencia in Spain. The 2012 large-scale 2-car European Championships. You're watching on EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv. Hello to everyone who's watching along. And don't forget, if you do want to get involved anytime this weekend, you can just send me a tweet at rcracingollie. We'll read through all of them and I'll try and read out as many as we can when we are doing this live coverage, but it's at the moment. It is the 3 car leading this heat. So the 2 car leading this heat. So number 2 car of Mathieu leading heat number 10. Heat 10 out on track. Then round 2 qualifying. Let's look at the times we're looking at. A very fast 27 lap run for Mathieu, but it's also Alain Bernard and Audi, who is on pace for a 28 lap run, the first 28 lap run we'll have seen. And number 7 car Alain. Is now the race leader. Halfway through heat number 10. Seven car Alain leading this heat. So we've got about 3.5 minutes left in this heat, and the 7 car is out in front. Comes through the driver chicane now, the multicoloured car. Onto this right-hand infield section now. So that number 7 car, the race leader, Alain Bernard and Audi. Lots of cars dropping out in this heat. Down to only 6 runners. And we've still got about 3 minutes left to run. And Audi in the 7 car out in front is on a 27 lap run. Dropped off the 28 lap pace he had. Briere running in second. Catalani running in third.
2 minutes to drive.
Into the last few minutes of this heat. Last quarter of the race now, and that 7 car is out in front still. And Audi leading this heat. With 2 minutes left on the race clock. That number 7 car of an Audi. Still out in front with about 1 minute left. 1 minute left. And down to just 5 cars now as Bayer pulls out of this heat.
Seconds to drive.
So there we go, last few seconds, last couple of laps in this heat. And Audi's still out in front. We're still looking at a fast 27.
Finish 7. Finish 2. Finish 2.
So it's going to be an Audi taking the win in this one.
Finish 6. Finish 9.
So an Audi takes the win with a 27. That run, 10 minutes, 2 seconds. Mathieu Bier right behind him, also with a 10.02, losing out by half a second over that 10-minute qualifying run. Heat number 1, Group 1 for their second qualifying run is out next. So after that 2 rounds of qualifying, it's an Audi sitting on the pole now from Briere and Rooster. Catalani, Salon, Feldman, Bayer, Cuevo. And Verburg making up the top 10 at the moment. So we've got a few heats left here in round 2 of qualifying here at the 2012 large scale touring car European Championship. You'll watch them live at EFRA.ws or rcracing.tv.
to race control. Thank you.
And after the train, after the
start.